and he's gonna close the show. And I have no idea what he's asking. This is my brother, man, and I'm excited to hear y'all conversation. I'm really excited. Yeah, yeah, because he was like,
Good.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I know it's late over in Tennessee,
Uh huh.
so I'm not going to spend too much time.
Uh
But
huh.
here politicking with my cousin Tank,
Uh huh.
and he had a response to something that you said, Jason. He said because nobody taught white people that there was something fundamentally wrong with being white, so that's why you don't have to wake up in the morning thinking the way that black people do about proving how white they are, the way that we have to prove how black we are. So what do you say to that?
Uh, Tell me that you're saying black people were taught that there was something fundamentally wrong with us, and that's why we wake up every day trying to prove how black we are. What's my response? Did I understand the question correctly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and so one of the things that I say all the time is I don't let any outsider control my actions by their actions. And so if you or somebody, anybody calls me some name or whatever, you're not going to get a reaction from me. I'm in control of me and my behavior. And so as black people, if we're just puppets for white people and just react to any and everything that they do, and our whole life is dedicated to proving something to them, it's a mistake. And so I get the initial reaction. There's an equal and opposite reaction to every action. I get it, but it's a mistake. I just don't. I think in 2020 we should be beyond trying to prove something to white people, and I think that in 2020 our understanding of ourselves and our purpose in the world, in the universe, should be beyond our skin color, regardless of what some bigoted white person may or may not think. I, I just, I just don't live my life wondering about, oh, well, white people think this, so I better do X, Y, and Z. I'm trying to say, what's the right thing for me to do each day to move forward and do that? That would be my reaction.
Understood. And the last question that I have, and I think if any of my brothers or sisters have anything, I may ask one more. But believe
No,
it,
I got time. It's I done took a nap for this, so
Oh, you got time. I was
yeah.
an hour. I thought
I
you
took a nap for this.
because I was like, man, I didn't know you had moved. When you said, I said we really got to stick to an hour, even though I know you're your own boss. But go ahead, DB.
yeah. So, what is your relationship like with your father, and do you guys have any underlying issues?
What is my dad is passed,
Okay.
but the, I have three critical people in my life. I would probably, and I hope my mother never sees this, I'd probably put my grandmother first. Uh, just an amazing human being. Uh, Probably my dad second. He was my idol. And, I'm most of anything that is positive in me uh, in terms of my worldview probably comes from my dad, and then my mother, and just her work ethic and sacrifice for me, just incredible, and the support and foundation she established for me and my brother after my parents' divorce. But my dad and I, had a tremendous, in my view, father-son relationship. A lot of tension, and my dad was very hard on me, kept a foot in my ass, and even, let's say, the last 10 years of his life, where he actually needed me far more than I needed him. And, I supported him in his business his last 10 years of his life. He was still, my confidant. And so, I had a very good relationship with my father. We went through some ups and downs together. And I tell people all the time, in 1984, when I was a senior in high school, my mother moved to Kansas City with her job, and I moved in with my father, and we shared a 400 square foot, 1-bedroom apartment in the hood. And because at that time, the IRS had taken his business from him and shut down his bar business. So we were flat on our ass and living together in a 400 square foot apartment. So again, it wasn't all peaches and cream. My father was probably my biggest critic, but as I got older, I understood his criticism and where it came from, and what its intent was. And so, my father very influential in my life, and he passed in 2013.